Friday, beautiful people, Dashers, Uber Eats, drivers, Spark, Roadie, Curry, whatever gig apps you're doing, Rover, if you're doing a W-2, if you're watching this. I hope you're having a good Friday. The weekend is here, my favorite time of the week. May I please get a thumbs up in the chat and a thumbs up overall if you guys could hear and see me okay. Make sure the connection is good. What up, everybody? Scooter Bud, what up, Jeff? What up, Mello? What up, what up, what up? I see Jeff, Mohammed, Music City, Boricua Hammer. What's up, guys? All right. So let me see if you guys, let's see. Might be a little bit of a delay. I think you guys are, I think you can hear and see me okay. Let me set this phone up. Thank you, Scooter Bud. I appreciate that. Now, I want to talk about Carrie. Thank you. This isn't going to be, I might turn the app on in a minute. I've already done my work for the day, right? But I know you guys like the live ride-alongs too. Okay. What up, Nova? All right. I'm going to be in the chat because I'm sitting parked. I'm not driving. So this is going to be interactive, live Q&A. But also, I want to talk about the current state of Doordash. That's the thumbnail. That's what brought you here. Okay. So no clickbait. We're going to have a conversation. I'm going to share some things that have been happening. And I want to get your guys' perspective. This is a live chat that's going to be a little different than normal for my live ride-along lives, because I want you guys to talk in the chat. I'm going to read some comments and things like that, right? What up, everybody? Ooh, interactive, says Doordash guy. What up, y'all? I will give shout-outs. What up, Gig Lebowski? I plan on seeing everybody. Now, let me get this out of my brain. I don't know why I'm yelling. Let me calm down. Might have been the 2 coffees I had this morning. Okay, check it out. I made a video yesterday talking about Top Dashers done. I believe that. I believe it. It's done. They're ending it in the way that it was rolled out last year, years ago, whatever, right? November, I ended my account with 71% acceptance rate. After resetting, I was testing some things, and I did some clown orders. It is what it is. I showed you guys that. I had my reasons, right? And then my completion rate was 98%. My customer rating was 4.91, and the month of November was the worst financial month in the history of my DoorDash account. Let me repeat that. Actually, October into November, because I only worked half of November. That 6 weeks, the worst financial month in the history of my DoorDash account. Coincidence? Maybe. Very small sample size. What changed? I accepted more orders. I took more 2, 3, not a lot, but more 2, 3, 4, even $9 orders, maybe the miles was long, than ever before. I've had the DoorDash app, God, I guess it's been 2 years. I don't know. I lose track of time. Do I think it's a coincidence that I accepted more, therefore sometimes maybe had to drive a little more mileage or spend any amount of time? Most orders are going to take you 20 minutes to complete, guys, on average. Most of us can only do 3 orders an hour. Sometimes you have a great hour, you do 4 if the mileage is low. Sometimes you only do 2 if you're sitting and cherry picking. The last 6 weeks, October, November, the least amount of money ever in a really good market. For those of you that have been to St. Louis or a similar market, you can attest. Some of you guys are in here probably, right? I know DoorDash God's in here, right? Mr. William. It's a great market to work in, right? That's why I cherry pick. I've made less money than ever before. Okay? What up, Jessica? Well, Jessica, I would say the hours are very similar, right? So what I'm speaking of is profits per either day and or hour, right? But the earnings they're crap, right? So the current state of DoorDash, they're changing, obviously, these diamond zones and the rolling things out. I think some of us can have success. I've had some really good orders with Diamond Zone. I've had bad orders, but I didn't see a significant difference, right, in the type of orders my account was seeing by having a higher AR. We will test this live because I do have a Top Dasher account. I will do a live or 2 in the month of December, turning on my phone, not taking orders, but showing you what orders I get. And acceptance rate at that point don't matter because I have a Top Dasher account. I'll show you, and we're going to do it in real time. It's either going to be good or it's going to be bad. You can't fake what you guys are going to see. So we're going to try that out, right? And the results will be the results. But I've made less money by taking more orders, by having my acceptance rate higher. Everybody will have a different experience, but I think the current state of DoorDash, listen, they know right now we're in the holiday season, right? A lot of people are ordering. We have this new package delivery. There's shop and pays. I like all that stuff. Love the shop and pays. I highly recommend having a red card activated on any platform, working and seeing if it works for you in your market, right? But they also know with these orders, there's more drivers out in a lot of markets, really busy city type urban markets, and even some of the rural ones. There's more drivers on the road right now. I think some of you guys are in the comment section even telling me that you're experiencing that. Why? Holiday season. People have more, they need more money. Times are tough, but we still gotta, we got these holiday dinners to plan for. You got Christmas presents you need to buy, right? And this past year's been really hard to save up. The people that might have been doing Christmas shopping in the summer didn't have money to shop. So now, I got to buy this. I want to do, my kid needs this. We need that. We need that. Inflation's still kind of a thing, right? Not with gas, but with food prices. Things are getting expensive. So people are coming to these apps that have never come to these apps before. So now DoorDash knows this. We're taking advantage of the American people that need to have money for the holidays, for whatever reason. And they got these diamond zones, 50%, 70%, take this, trash, it's good here, but the next one's trash, boom, boom, boom. A lot of new drivers have DoorDash accounts, right? So then the OGs like me look at the writing on the wall like, let me try different apps and flex my muscles in different ways. That's what I'm doing. So you got the OGs, some, not all, dropping off the app for whatever reason, and you got influx of new drivers, oversaturating a market, and all these trash orders are getting delivered pretty quickly. And you see all this content with DoorDash. Let's be honest, most of it's negative. I'm guilty of that. I talk positively, but I also talk negatively. I just share my thoughts, share my mind. But overall, the current state of DoorDash is not positive. They let go 1,250 people this week. BetonYou, Tony Shu, whatever his name is, Tony, blah, 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 Tony Baloney, had a very impassioned employee. He talked to his employees and, it was out there and we got to let go people. It's a hard day for me, blah, blah, blah. Big companies do this, especially towards the end of the year, because they need to make sure that their money's looking good for the investors, for their own Christmas bonuses. This isn't anything new. But 1,250 on a corporate level, it's a lot of people. How many people do they employ? Somewhere I thought I heard 4,000. So you let go a quarter of your corporate staff, and I don't believe that's the support staff because that's third party, right? 1,250 people is a lot. Now, some of those jobs are probably really cush jobs. You walk in, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But how can that impact DoorDash as a whole? Does that mean there's less people? Well, obviously, there's less people operating that particular whatever job they did, whether it's in marketing, accounting, advertising, HR departments, certain VPs of this and that, and they have all these little segments within DoorDash, right? How could it impact us? I don't know yet. The trickle effect is way too soon to call. But the current state of DoorDash is not positive, in my opinion. While a lot of us are still can have a really good month in December, just be careful, protect yourself. And if you're only doing DoorDash, if that's your only app, just protect yourself. Let's get some shout outs. I want to hear what you guys think. Okay. What up, Donald? What up? 4% AR says Gig Lebowski. I heard it was the technicians. They kept the propaganda team. I could see that. I'm not sure either way. But what up, Brian? Rhodey is putting out a lot of orders. Yeah, Rhodey, Curry, Amazon Flex, Spark, Shipped. I'm betting on DoorDash being dead. What up, Brandon? Don't only do DoorDash. Exactly. Delivering with Ellen. Top Dash. Oh, listen, Gig Lebowski. Jessica, what up? How are you? Hope you're well. A W-2 in a luxury/convenience industry is a very precarious thing. Yeah. Change the name. I can't change it yet, Gig Lebowski. Trust me, it's coming. Appreciate y'all. Listen, hit the thumbs up for your boy. We're gonna talk and have an interactive live today. Okay. Can only do always multi-app. Yes, Music City Gig Hustler. We are looking at one DoorDash employee that didn't get fired. Pedro. I'm not a DoorDash employee. What up, Studio DV? A lot of content creators in here. What up? Had a scam YouTube email about content strike yesterday. Beware. Ooh, Studio, that's crazy. Hey, Studio, hit me up. Can you share that with me later and we can talk? I'd love to see that. Terry, appreciate that. Tom got a W-2, still good work on the side. Yes, Music City Gig Hustler. I want you guys to listen to this. Tom got a W-2 and still gig work on the side. So I think that's Tom's wife, right? So I think, and I've done this gig work full time. This is my experience. Everybody will have their own. I think the gig apps and the gig economy currently, it's best served doing it part-time and having another way to make money, whether it's some passive income with doing something, a passion of yours, starting something for yours, taking a risk, betting on yourself, a W-2, right? And then doing DoorDash on the side to save up for something. I think that's the best way. I think it's going to be increasingly more difficult for my full-timers. I do believe that. And I'm not talking about the full-timers that I consider the 1%, like the ones that have been doing it a while and they know their zones and they're a master at it. That's not normal. I'm talking about 99% of everybody else. Gig Busky says, I'm on Spark. Brian, I see there as many as Rody. What up, what up? These gig apps were made for part-time, for real, for real. Max Out King, I 100% agree with you. I think it takes a certain kind of individual in a certain market to do it full-time and to do it for more than 2 years, 3 years. Right? I think it's very rare that we can do that. Jessica says, get a W-2 in a recession-proof industry field and do gigs on the side. I absolutely could not agree with that more. I think that, or if you're lucky enough to figure out a different niche kind of way to make some money and that you could scale or something like that, I think that's the way to go. And then you turn the apps on. And for me right now, if I'm keeping it a buck with y'all, 100, like I do, DoorDash basically pays my overhead. Okay, so the money I make on a monthly basis pays my bills. DoorDash is good enough for my market. I can pay all my bills, like, all the bills that we have, right? And that's right. So the other ways I make money is what I will choose to grow the brand, invest, goes towards taxes, goes towards saving, it goes towards entertainment, right? So that's how I look at my pieces of the pie, right? But if I only had DoorDash and didn't have everything else, I would be struggling. I'd be living day to day, and I wouldn't have the means to do other things and prepare myself financially, if that makes sense. What up, Steve? Worse than ever. I'm a top dasher in my market in St. Louis. What up, Night Watcher? You're a top dasher in St. Louis? Well, me too, technically. But how are you doing? Are you making money being a top dasher in St. Louis? Because I don't think it's needed in this market. You always good questions. Oh, let me see. Brandon Diaz, did he ask a good question? Maybe I missed it. I can't see everything, but I'll try to see what I can. True, people do have to eat, rain or shine. We only use DoorDash in Tulsa, Oklahoma. What up, what up? Yeah, in some markets, you only have DoorDash. But the current state of DoorDash right now is definitely on the downturn. Look at their stock prices. Down. Consistently going down. It's not going in the right direction. Jody, how are you? Hello, hello. Oh, and shout out to the 2 winners that won the solo boxes. Those have been shipped out. And I still have 2 of these bags. I've given one out to a fellow gig driver. As I meet people in my streets as I'm working, I will give these bags out. There's $25. There's swag. And then also each bag has a, if I could find it. What? Hold up. Where's the gift card? Oh. Hold up. Wait a minute. Did somebody... What? Okay. That's weird. They both have a $25 gas card. Where's the gas card for that particular bag? Hold on. Did somebody steal a gas card? No. Hold on. Hold up. Maybe it fell out? What? Did I? Okay, I'm going to have to buy a $25 gas card. That's weird. Each bag had a $25 gas card. Hey, maybe it fell out. Don't matter. I'm going to be giving these out. So, shout out to Solo. What up, Bud Soda? What up, Jay Walk? What up, Sam? Fixing to add Uber Eats and Instacart because we made half this year compared to what we... That's what I'm saying, Purity. I think that is a lot of people's relationship with DoorDash. I always have a hard time saying this word. Specifically, is that a lot of people are making less. And the reason for that is oversaturation, lower pay, economy inflation, people ordering less, and the tippers aren't out there. So we see the trend is going down. We have to protect ourselves because that is the trend. Okay, numbers don't lie. It's very black and white. So while I think there's sprinkles of dashers that are making more this year than maybe last year, the year before, that's very rare, very uncommon based on what I see and hear from you guys. Pedro, do you worry about the lack of collision insurance with DoorDash? I do not worry about that. I honestly, I don't think about that. Instacart doesn't even give liability insurance if you get in an accident with them. Yeah, that's why you have to have proper insurance. That's a personal thing. You have to set that up for yourself with your insurance companies. So Music City Gig Hustler says, I feel there will be another delivery food app appear next year. Ooh, not as big as DoorDash. I do not believe that. I think there will be locally, there will be some. A lot of local spots, big cities, you see smaller delivery companies popping up, but I don't think there will be a big one like DoorDash. I definitely don't. Pedro, why you don't Uber X? Cheeky Chow, I do Uber Ips. What up, John? Even with added insurance, it's likely won't cover phase 3. It's possible. I don't know. I'm not an insurance specialist. I don't want to give my opinion on that too much. Ooh, look at this comment. I like to show up at the customer pretending I'm eating their food. Then they laugh. So I have a video. I just filmed the video. Literally at 2:57, I wrapped the filming of it, and then I came into this live. That will come out tonight at 8:30. I want you guys' perspective. There is some content being made, things that have been sent to me about DoorDash drivers purposely stealing orders, eating food, contacting customers, telling them why, and also contacting DoorDash. That video will be out tonight. It's only a 10-minute video. It's an easy watch. Don't talk about Para, bro. Why not? Para works. That's Steve. That's his. He's in line with those guys. Uber Eats has been getting really bad. A lot of yeah. Life of Richard. I think Uber Eats can have really bad offers, but I think overall the average order on Uber Eats is better on average, but it doesn't mean there's not bad ones. So hit the thumbs up for your boy. We got 43 thumbs up. We got 208 people watching. Hit the thumbs up. So current state of DoorDash. Listen, it's on the decline. Question, why don't these companies like Panera, Chipotle, Starbucks contact us directly and cut out the dirty middle? Brandon, very simple. They can't. They have to have the technology and the backing. One, because it allows more orders to go through, because people can order from the Panera site, Breadco site, and they can also order from DoorDash. So more business. Secondly, these places are short-staffed. They're busy. They don't have the time to facilitate all that. That's my opinion. Running a restaurant, it's easier for the restaurant to third-party that and collect the revenue. If they had to do all that on their own, they'd lose significant revenue, and they would run their employees even deeper into the ground. My question is, did Richard give you a discount on his program to become a top dasher? I'm still waiting on Richard to send me my royalty check for blowing up his channel. I have yet to receive that. Richard, if you're watching, I'll send you my Cash App, my Venmo, my PayPal. You could send a check in the mail. I've definitely made you several thousands of dollars. All I need is, give me 3.7%, Richard. I think that's a good number. But Panera has time to keep most of the tip. Yeah, well, sometimes. You know what, Gig Lebowski? I haven't seen that on Panera yet, but I've seen it from other people. All the big orders I've gotten on Panera, I've seen the receipt, like the big catering ones, and I've always gotten that exact amount. So I've been lucky. Roy, Jessica's gonna be in Vegas. Hook up with her, man. Meet up. She's cool. She's a cool lady. Panera carrying is the issue. Yeah, it could be. They can facilitate. 3.7, yes, Scorpion. I think that's a fair, by my calculations, Richard's made several thousands of dollars. But I was happy to have him on. I got no hate towards Richard at all. Panera catering is the issue. Yes, Steve. Yeah, it can be. It can be. Christopher's debating on turning DoorDash on? Ooh. If you want to have lunch. Yeah, okay. Listen. Should I do, let me see here. I can turn Uber on. So I've made $44.37 with Uber today. And then we made $100 with Instacart. And I worked, I think, 4 hours. No, 5 hours. So 5 hours, $144. Pretty good, not bad. And then I was like, I scheduled myself for the live for 3 o'clock. So we've had a pretty good day, but no DoorDash. What up, Patrick? Always good to see you, bro. Turn your curry on, bro. I don't have curry. You ain't talking to me. Pedro, the top dasher. What up, Stanley? I'm doing Instacart mostly now. That's nice. Instacart's been doing good. So Jaywalk says the reason for the layoffs is because DoorDash just completed the acquisition of Wolt Enterprise based in Finland. So they got rid of redundancies, most of out of Canada and some U.S. Bloomberg News. I can see that because they have other people that can do that work, I would imagine, right? But they're still saving money. It's a big company. I mean, this is what happens. But it's currently the state of DoorDash is on the decline. I believe that. The numbers would say it. The stock price would say it. The pulse of the drivers would say it. The pulse of most consumers would say it. No tip, no trip, Lucy, all day long. Here's something like to know. Peak pay. My wife who has less stats than I, gets a higher peak pay. Same market. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that. I will say this. I don't chase peak pay. Usually when there's peak pays, if they're scheduled, they're not good. The ones that just come up can be good because that means there's an influx of orders or less drivers, but I don't chase peak pay. I treat peak pay as a bonus. I don't look at it as I don't compromise the orders I'm going to take, if that makes sense. Matt Dash, what up, what up, what up? Base pay used to be $1 when I was dashing in 2018, 2019, and then they had the tip pool. So, Jonna, is that just in Cali? Because I've heard base pay used to be $7, so I've heard conflicting things. Edward Lee, great question. If I'm being honest, the reason I haven't tried for Spark is because I'm lazy. Because when I first initially started to try and I did the sign up, I've shown you guys some of that process. There was issues, and I'm making good money doing the apps. And I was like, why even? And I'm not a big Walmart fan. My local Walmarts can be long wait times, and I don't like waiting. So for me, it's better for me just to relearn and continue to try Instacart because I'm really having some success with it mostly. So I like that. Yeah, you could do that. Jessica has my number, so, and well, yeah, I could facilitate all that. If you don't want to put it in the chat. Check out Sensei Delivery's new video. He's getting good orders because of the larger order program. Yes, it's because of large order. It's not because of Top Dasher or Diamond Zones. Adam says, I love when Instacart does their plus $5 per batch in my market. Yeah, those aren't bad. I don't see a lot of promos in my market on Instacart. I see a lot of trash. But when Instacart's good, if you're patient, I see some really good orders. Thanks for the $5. Spark takes months signed up. Yeah, it's crazy. I still get, let me show you guys something. I got a text message today from Spark. Right here. Hi, driver. There are a few important reminders to help you comply with Spark driver service. Do you guys see that? And I called Spark. I don't have an active account. It's weird. It's strange. That's why I haven't been giving it my time. I love that Spark pays only once a week. What's your thoughts, Pedro? I love that Spark pays only once a week. Yeah, I don't ever I don't think I've cashed out on any of my accounts. I wait until I get paid on Tuesday. That's how I like to do it. What up, Levi? I hope you're doing well, man. I know you're a big Spark guy, right? Yeah, they should meet up and do a live together. I'd watch that. Not for Roy though. I watch it for Jessica. She's way smarter than most of us. I'd say that. So what do you guys think? DoorDash, is it good? Is it bad? Are you doing more DoorDash this year than last year? Are you doing less? I think if we took a poll, I'm going to do a community post probably in a couple days. I think people are working less DoorDash. I know I am, but that's planned. I know my experience is also unique. What up, Bobby? Southern Gig. What up, what up, what up? Is it true DoorDash will start delivering Starbucks next year? Hold on. Does DoorDash? I know Uber does Starbucks. Does DoorDash not do Starbucks? Yeah, you know what? I don't think I've ever gotten a Starbucks on DoorDash. I'm not sure. It would make sense, but I honestly, I can't say 100%. First time I'm hearing about it. What up, right? What's that little emoji? Is that the Pedro Damas emoji? Shout out, shout out. Oh, I got to plug something with you guys real quick. Some of you guys know Hannibal is Hungry and I have a podcast, Pedro and Hannibal. We talk zero gig talk. We talk about hip hop, fatherhood, sports, women, men, relationships. We have a good time. We go live every Monday and Wednesday at 9 Central, 10 Eastern, 9 Central, 7 Pacific. We have a good time. A lot of fresh things coming for 2023 when it comes to that podcast. You can catch us on all the podcasters as well. Hannibal does a great job of taking care of all that. Pedro and Hannibal podcast on YouTube. I've done Starbucks on DoorDash. I feel like I have seen that. I don't know, but I don't feel like I've done a lot of them. I be dashed and forgot that diamond scam. Yeah. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100% What flavor is the haterade? You talking to me? If you're talking to me, I'm drinking an Arnold Palmer. But I'm being nice today. I'm not hating on anybody. Everybody in my live left for Pedro. Sorry, Bobby. Talk about how trash the Giants. Hey, Nova, do you remember? Right now, currently with the playoffs, I think the Redskins are in a wild card, right? All the NFC East teams are. We'll talk sports on that channel. But right now, I think the Giants will fall out of the playoff picture. Remember when I said that like 2 weeks ago? Let's see. Big up yourself. What up? What up? Pedro, on this slide, my Giants will beat the dead. Fly. Yeah, Giglebowski. The Eagles are going to be tough to beat in the playoffs because they got a good running game. We can't talk about that here. Come check Pedro and Hannibal out for that kind of talk. Doordash. We're talking geek talk. I got a special video for y'all tonight. Don't worry. I think you guys are going to like it. It's going to be a little different. I know I say that often, but it's going to be cool. UDM said he wanted you to collaborate with him. Jason, you know what? Let me give you guys a spoiler alert right now without sharing too much. Brian, as some of you know him, UDM and I spoke on the phone yesterday. I'll say that. We had a good conversation. Shout out to UDM. He's got some big things planned. Me and him are going to be working on some things 2023. That's all I can say. So we talked yesterday. Yep. So some of y'all might be surprised by that. Some of you guys might not be. Some of you might be indifferent. But yeah. Still no. I can't give you a wrench right now. Sorry, Bobby. At Pedro Dora Santiago, I think it is market dependent. Everything's market dependent. Big B coffee is not in my home market, but 30 miles away. Okay. It was cool, Jason. It was. It's good news, right? I think I'll say that he put the call out. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you and UDM are trying to bury it. Yeah, listen, man. What you have to understand is we're men and women, we're flawed human beings. Most of us have prides and egos. Most of us want to be right. And when we feel we're right, we're passionate, right? Me and UDM are very similar. We're fathers first, right? We're men of integrity. We enjoy what we do. We're very passionate, vocal people. We don't hide things back. And sometimes when you put listen, iron sharpens iron. And sometimes, right, when you put two lions in a cage, they're gonna go at it sometimes. It happens, but it's all good, right? You live and you learn. Sometimes you gotta let things go and you gotta move on in order to grow. That's what I would say to that. Two alphas. Yeah, I'm an alpha. I'm a super opinionated. I am. And so is he. But it's all good. There's no issues, guys. I've been beaten dead. Well, you guys talking football? If we decline low-paying, high-mileage offers on Doordash, will they cancel us? What do you mean cancel? No. Acceptance. You could have a 0% acceptance rate. Don't take trash, and you cannot be deactivated for acceptance rate. At least not right now. Okay? Doesn't mean it can't change. That in fact, when you have that happens, it's part of it, right? But it takes bigger men to put that aside and collaborate for the greater good and for growth and all that kind of stuff, right? So that's what's going on. Thanks for your response. All good, no problem. This is a Q&A. We're talking about Doordash declining. If you guys have other questions, I'm an open book. Y'all know that. If I got the answer, I'll share it. If I don't, I won't. Does anybody have problem with their Dash or app? Mine has been crashing. Yeah. Delete it and reinstall every other day for the same reason. Yeah, the app's always been like that. Historically, the app has had a lot of issues. I'm at 28%, and that has saved me a lot of money and yeah. Learn your market. If you need a high acceptance rate because that, whatever, but Doordash is changing, y'all. I'm telling you, just figure out, if it's not hitting for you, get another app. If Doordash is successful and you're meeting your goals, continue to work that app. We're going to have a wide range of experiences, like I said a couple of months ago. Some top dashers will do well, some won't. Right now, top dashers done. It's not a thing, guys. Okay, they're giving out Dash Now to multiple drivers. I got it. I got an email on Monday saying you can Dash Now for a week. Try it out. They just need the food delivered, guys. That's it. And they will manipulate new people into figuring out ways to do that. Then there's throws the alphas off. Sigma. I'd be screwed if I wasn't on Doordash larger approach. You got to get on that larger. Drivers need the right mentality to do this long term. All the apps will test you. Yes, good point. And that's why most of us can't do it long term. I mean, we shouldn't want to, guys. I think it fits some people's lifestyle, but that's going to be 1%, right? We should be trying other things sometimes. You'd be surprised what else could be out there. What up? Do you think rideshare professor strike worked? I personally don't. No, technically it did not work. But the one thing it did do, and I've talked to him about this, is it did get the message out there, right? So I give him credit for that. He's going to continue to talk about it, but I think we have to do something differently. My response to him in my video was, we can't keep doing the same thing. What's the next step? I keep seeing the same kind of strike, the same tactics, the same press releases. That won't work. That's a good starting point. We have to do something better than that. So I'm waiting on the next thing because it's not working. I've learned so much from your channel. Thanks for the Kimberly. Thank you for watching. Appreciate that very much. We need to stay 1099 independent and not W2. Yeah, I agree. If it's my lifestyle right now, I'm not able to do manual labor anymore, so I do Grubhub and do it. Nice. I love the apps for that. Do you think DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Instacart use the same order generator? Because it seems like it sometimes. I don't know. What do you mean order generator? Like the same? They're different companies, right? Dash been giving out 2-week Dash now for a while. This isn't new. My market. Yeah, it hits different markets. But listen, guys, DoorDash wants ants. They don't want. If more drivers were, if 100% of DoorDash drivers were like Pedro and a lot of you guys, DoorDash would cease to exist. Customers wouldn't get food. They need ants. They need company men and women to take orders. What DoorDash is really smart about, and I said this 2 months ago, 3 months ago, the average acceptance rate right now, I think, is higher than ever before with the introduction of the tweaks of Top Dasher or lack thereof and the introduction of Diamond Zones. More Top Dashers have a higher acceptance rate on average than ever before. What does that mean? More orders getting delivered quicker, more happy customers, happy DoorDash. Some drivers can benefit, most will not. DoorDash is winning in that regard, but they're hemorrhaging their business. That's why it's on the decline. That's my opinion. Do you think high priority made a difference? Not for some, yes. For most, no. Everybody keep Nova in your prayer. That's funny. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna turn. Should we turn Uber on for a minute? Should I? I don't know. I'm gonna. Nah. I don't want to. I don't want to. Let's sit and talk. What other questions you guys got? Only did 68 DoorDashes last month. Most of the money came from other apps. Good. Omnifarious is adapting. That's what's up. Rodney, what up, boy? I think it stands for Bobby on YouTube. Hey, it's no. He didn't. You're a secret boy. I think Bobby on Rodney. You know what's up with that. Yeah. Suicide. I don't know why we're talking about suicide rates, but okay. Top Dashers suck at math. Last. Take a break. I am. Yeah, I'm on a break. DoorDash guy, what are you doing? I just started multi-apping. I hate Spark. Yeah, I've also seen 6 months ago, people were talking about Spark more positively. What have you seen change in the last month? More negative things. This is the life of these gig apps. You start off good, they treat you well, and then you go down. It's like that boyfriend analogy. You start dating a chick that you want to bang and you really like and she's pretty, right? You're going to treat her good, right? The scumbaggy guys will treat you good. And then a year or 2, 5 into the relationship, you're probably not treating that woman as well. Not all men, but most. And ladies might be able to attest to that, right? And these apps do no different. And again, they'll just find somebody else. I agree 100%. Use DoorDash and don't let it use. Facts. Use DoorDash or other apps to your benefit. But we got to stop. And not everybody will agree with this, and I'm okay with that. We all have opinions. We can all be respectful. We got to stop taking $2 or $3 orders, guys. That's the way to hit the apps. The more we take those orders, the more the algorithm saying drivers are taking them. Let's keep pushing them out. Honeymoon phase wears off and changes things. Yes, it does. It does. We got to adapt. Just like with relationships, you got to adapt. You got to compromise. What are you willing to compromise with? And what are you not? I'm willing to compromise some things with DoorDash, and then there's some things I'm not. So it is like a little bit of a relationship. I don't go for men anyway. What up, Jessica? Jessica's an OG. She's a goat. Pedro, you're doing a good job with your videos. Very informed. Thank you, Steve. I try. Sometimes I talk nonsense. Sometimes I try to drop my perspective. I appreciate you guys for watching. Dropping orders on Spark can cause your issues for a day or two. Okay. Yeah, you know what's interesting? Like with Instacart, they don't show you anything about acceptance rate, do they? They have a points program, but there's no acceptance rate thing. And even with Uber, they give you acceptance rate to get into certain tiers, but it's still treated as a little bit differently than DoorDash. So each app has their pros and cons with how they work the ratings. I think that's kind of interesting. I know, so Maria says, I know your ratings matter, but if someone, I know our ratings matter, but if someone gives you a bad rating, why don't we know why, and why can't we defend ourselves in a situation? We just have to take it. You talking about with DoorDash? DoorDash, they'll tell you if you got a thumbs down or whatever. I think sometimes they tell you, but I don't think they want, I think they're protecting the consumer, right? They don't want the consumer to be whatever. That's my best guess about it. Do you think a version of Prop 22 will become federal? Edward, I think a version of Prop 22 will be in other cities and states. We're starting to see that. I do not think it will be federal anytime soon. No. At some point, could it be? Yes. But I don't think anytime soon. I think a lot will have to do with who's our next controller of the House, the Senate, the laws, your local laws, the president. Like, I think a lot of that will have to, but things take time. I don't think that'll be anytime soon. Sup, I quit DoorDash and got a real job. Shaking my head. No $3 order delivery anymore, and I'm good. Gym leader, hey, I'm happy. If you're happy, I'm happy. Is it Sunday already? 225 viewers. Damn. What up, Jay? Yeah, just a little impromptu. Appreciate y'all. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Can we get another 24 thumbs up? We could get to an even 100. Omniferia says, please explain to those that don't know, Trip Radar is just garbage can collection of declined orders. Omnifarious, I would agree with that to a certain extent. With Uber, you're talking about. Omnifarious is talking about Uber. The Trip Radar, I've seen a couple that can be good. Mostly they are not good. They're like the scraps. But I've seen a few, and I've taken a few that are pretty good. Rideshare and Uber Eats, because both of them show up in Trip Radar. I don't know if you guys knew that. I've also noticed lately, probably because of the holiday, I've seen triple stacks on Uber Eats in my Trip Radar. It's been crazy. Is Spark pay for Walmart? I don't know. Spark is the best app out there. Here's Levi bragging about Spark, point blank period. But y'all stay on DoorDash. Grinding with Levi, I want you to mark this date in your calendar. Put your phone, if you got another phone, mark it on your refrigerator. I want you to look at it every day. Spark will be very different 3 months from now. It's hot now because of holiday season. Spark is not sustainable long term. The promos and everything else will start to dissipate. Remember I said that. Enjoy it while you can. I saw some triple stacks on Uber Eats today. Me too, Blue. What up, Scorpion? Appreciate you. Hannibal, what up? Pedro, can you do a dash this month so I can win some bets? Listen, if I do DoorDash this month, y'all be the first to know. The 99.999999%, I'm not doing DoorDash. I never say never, but literally, I'll say this right now on live. I'm going to turn it on at some point in December and show you guys my top dasher and what I get, and we'll have some fun. I'm going to have to see like an $80 order hit my phone or something stupid for me to even consider it. Okay? Because that's just me. Dreamlines. What up, what up? Sergio and I have been seeing triple stacks in our market too. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't mind. I haven't seen anyone that have been good. Been on for a year, my brother. Nothing going to change, but I'll mark it down. Appreciate you. Hey, I'm glad you're having success, man. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Appreciate 100 likes. Appreciate that, guys. Spark is trash, Levi. Make more on DoorDash for same time driving. Yeah, it's listen, that's why it's market dependent. Market dependent. It's not, you have to go out and do the work yourself to figure out what is going to work for you. You can't listen to gig tubers and other people. This app's great. It's going to be individualized for a lot of us, right? Money's good on Spark, yeah. Do you have LOP, Pedro? I'm the Fairies. I was told I had it, and then I don't have it. You can still benefit with Top Dash during. Yeah, I was thinking I'm not really giving DoorDash my time, guys. I'm taking a break and a pause for various reasons, and I'm learning Instacart, doing more Uber. And I'm also challenging myself to continue to work the apps less, to free my time up for other things, because that's super important to me and my family and my team, the crew, the people behind me, the people that support me. DoorDash is not my end game. I do not want to be the best DoorDash driver. I don't. There's a lot of other people that probably know more about the app. I've done what I could do. DoorDash is not my end game, guys. And I've been saying that for a while, so I have to sometimes unplug so that I could figure out other things a little bit quicker. Yeah, blessed with a good market. Somebody said something about more finance. Did I miss something? Hold on, where's that comment at? I want to read it because I saw the name and maybe it's something Hey, did More Finance contact you or Nugs, or you just ignore? Joker, More Finance did meet. We texted a few weeks back, so I got no problems with More Finance. I think he handled his channel. I think he mishandled his channel. I think he knows that. That's all I'll say about that. But everybody can do what they want. Never say never. How much is that bet? And what? More is a great value. Oh, Pedro on LOP, and he gets those Lyft and Uber surges on rideshare. Okay. What up, Ricky? More had a hair out of place. Breaking news. Pedro, I think you'd be good CEO next, Tony. If you, I would not be a good DoorDash CEO. I'd blow that company up. I'd blow it up, not like get rid of it, but yeah. Sometimes you need to do that though, right? What up, Willie? Appreciate you, man. Willie in the house. I always see Willie in the comments. Appreciate all y'all's love and support. Let's talk for a minute. This year's been crazy, right? I've worked less DoorDash this year than the year before, which is good. We've had some successes. We've had some failures. We've had some good videos, some bad videos, some cringe videos, some really popular videos. We've had some successes. But 2023 is going to be crazy, y'all. Just be ready. It's going to be crazy. My plans are so crazy. Like, I've shared my ultimate goal financially and for my family and my legacy. I've shared it with 4 people. I won't share it yet with you guys. But 2023 is going to continue that trajectory for me. So you guys are going to see some different things and other content creators helping me with some things. So just be ready. Hannibal, make sure you're as confident as me. Tell those suckers, aka Nova, we smack. Oh Lord. The real JJ, what up, what up, what up? Did you see UDM's video about coming together? On Nefarious, me and him talked yesterday. Me and Brian, UDM talked yesterday. We had a good conversation. We had a great conversation. I'll say that. Yo, the Ghostface themed porch video was my favorite vid of the year. Hold up. The Ghostface themed porch video. What do you mean? Is that for me or somebody else? Maybe I missed something. What up, Steven? How are you? Ghostface theme. Ghostface Killer? When I see Ghostface, I automatically think of Wu-Tang and Ghostface. Willie, you need to come check out Pedro and Hannibal podcast, bro. You're going to have way more fun over there than you're going to have in here. Facts. You need to come check it out. Maybe you have already. You need to come check it out. I'll text later. Cool. You need to come check us out. Me and Hannibal have a fantastic time. Literally, I have a few highlights of my week, and that's definitely 2 of my highlights. We have such a good time, and it's a cool people in there, and we talk about all kinds of like really important stuff, like passion things, you know? The snakes in the bush video. Oh, got it. He's talking about the, got it. Yeah. Hey, that was me being raw and passionate. I don't hold back, guys. Have you started planning for the next gig? Christopher, thank you for asking that question. Talked about that with Hannibal for a minute the other day. I have ideas in my head. I have done no physical legwork or contacts yet with that. That event will still happen, but I'm basically going to get until, we're going on a cruise January 7th, and we're going to be on a 7-day cruise, me and my peeps. And when I get back from that is when I'm going to hit the ground running for things like that. So, yeah, drop that link, Hannibal. We growing over there. Listen, when me and Hannibal hit 1K, that's going to be a great day for me and him. We're going to celebrate that at some point. Ooh, I just got a text. I need to call. Man, damn. Shout out to Jesse. I forgot to call you today, man. My bad, if you're watching. DoorDash decline, y'all. It's on the decline. It's on the decline. But for many of you, it's still working. Continue to make your money. Just know you got to adapt. Know the sustainability for most of us isn't going to be there. Keep pushing yourselves to figure out other ways to make money. I'm going to use Hannibal as an example because he's here. Appreciate you, Levi. Appreciate you stopping in. Hot take. Hannibal will be moving to St. Louis. Hannibal ain't moving anywhere. I use Hannibal as an example. He writes for these blogs and things. I don't know a lot about it, but I know Steve does it, various other people. I've looked into it, but I haven't pushed. It's just not my thing right now. But you can make money doing so many different things, guys. Figure out how to replace a percentage of your DoorDash income where you're giving so much of your time to the app, so much the depreciation of your vehicle, gas, all that stuff, right? Figure out a few other ways or one other way to make money doing something else. Because if you can do that, even if it's an additional $400 a month, let's say, in passive income or whatever you want to call it, right? Think about that extra $400 a month could be 2 additional days off for you from the apps. If you make $200 a day, and in those 2 days that you're off, you do whatever the fuck you want to do. You do whatever you want. You sleep in, you spend time with your husband, your wife, your kids, you enjoy, you travel. Think about that, right? And $400 a month could be a car payment for you. It could be a percentage of your rent. It could be your phone bill. It could be your groceries, whatever, right? Figure out other ways. Stretch out the possibilities of your mind and your scope. Think bigger than just the Doordash, okay? You'll be surprised. It's not going to be easy. It will not be for all. Not everybody will have success, but there's a lot of other ways to make money out here, guys. A lot of other ways to make money. Yes, $400 a month is good money on the side. Kualaha, hello. Appreciate you, Pedro and Hannibal, being content goats in the game. Willie, we trying, man. You ain't seen nothing yet. Appreciate you, Steven. We have a fun time over there. Every Monday and Wednesday live, 10 Eastern. Appreciate you for coming in, Doordash God. Just got top dasher for December to try to my market. Then I see your videos about dashing now. I know, right, Jacob? It's crazy. Trying to pro color. Yeah. But listen, in each market, that could be different. But there's a lot of ways to make money with your computer and your phone, guys. There are a lot of ways to do it. And I wish I would have been thinking like this like 10 years ago, because I'd be in a better spot, even financially. You got to start somewhere. There's a lot of ways to make money. And we get excited when we have good days with DoorDash. There's nothing wrong with that. I've done it. I got over 1,000 videos. But, rather than getting excited about a $6.25 order that turns into $20, which is great, or making $100 with DoorDash in 4 or 5 hours, 3 hours, making $200, hitting those financial goals is absolutely amazing and should be celebrated. But what makes me feel even better, and you guys internalize this how you want, is when I can do that, but then I can turn the apps off and make money doing something else without actually having to physically work in that way. And I can use my brain a little bit. You know how good it is to get paid on the 21st of every month by YouTube? It's absolutely amazing, right? Do you know how good it feels to pull out a little bit of money out of a vending machine? Feels damn good, right? It feels really good to team up with certain companies and affiliate this and that. It feels good, right? It just does. And that's how you can make, let's say you're making $1,000 a week in a gig economy, which isn't normal because most people do it part-time. So if you're making $4,000 a month, right? That's $48,000 a year, right? Think about that for a second. $48,000 to a lot of you is a lot of money. It all depends on your market. You got family, you got kids, your financial goals. But $48,000, it's not bad money. But if you can make a little bit less with DoorDash, let's say instead of making $48,000, you make $40,000. I bet you could stretch your brain and figure out how to make an additional $20,000 doing something else. So now you're at $60,000 a year versus $48,000. And maybe you're doing something you're a little more passionate about and something you can scale down the line. But you also made more money. There is a little bit of a limitation with DoorDash unless you're going to work 15-hour days, 7 days a week. Okay? Try to figure out and to scale some things. What up, Brandon, man? How do you feel about the Para app for real thoughts? I've never used it, so I can't give you a 100% real thought on that, right? I know they're working on a lot of new features, and I would say go to Rideshare Rodeo's channel. I know he has David, the CEO of Para, on there, and that's the place you want to go to get some better answers. I can't really speak to that a lot, if I'm being honest. All about multiple. It is, man. It is. And a lot of you guys aren't going to be in a place in your life where you're ready to hear that or willing to try new things. But when that happens and you can figure it out, it is a complete game changer. It's a complete game changer. To not be reliant on 100% of your income coming from a W-2 or DoorDash or whatever you do, it changes a lot of things. It really, really, really does. I used to get laptops with nothing on them, install operating systems on them, and sell them refurbished. There you go. Ooh, nice, Christopher. $10 tip. Nice. order. Nice. Money, money, money. I just got $25 tip yesterday. Nice. Gotta love those. What's up, Dash Master? Good to see you. I'm Nefarious. Appreciate you coming in. And it don't have to be big things all the time. Cash apps, yes. The money adds up. It really does. So we were in Virginia for Thanksgiving. We went to the mall with the fam. We were just doing our thing. And it had like, it was Black Friday when we were there. And it had like these tables set up. And this woman was selling T-shirts in her clothing line company. And like, I bought a shirt. It was like $30, right? And she had hoodies and all hats and stuff like that. Like, and I talked to her a little bit. That's her main thing. That's what she wants to do. But she does other things on the side, but she's making money doing that. Now, these things aren't easy things to start, but you got to start somewhere, right? You got to start somewhere. Driven Mom, Lisa, what up? Hey, Pedro, Tony and I are taking a quick lunch break before we go back out. Hope you guys have $1,000 goal today. Is that what it is? I think I saw you guys live earlier. Shout out to the Drivens, Driven Mom, Driven Dad, Tony and Lisa. What do you consider a good order? $2 a mile is good, but it depends on the mileage, depends on your market. For most of us, I think that's pretty standard. But you know, if you're going, it depends. Is it round trip mileage? If it's 1 mile for $2, is that good order? No, not in my opinion. Everyone needs to learn how to get out of the box. There's so much more out there. Persistent people can accommodate anything. Love that comment. And, you know, a lot of us, I've said this before, a lot of us have great ideas. Not enough of us put action behind the idea. There are a lot of really smarter, there's way more smarter, intelligent people in here right now. So 193 of y'all. A lot of you guys might have a degree. You're more well-read than I am. You have, you came from a better background. You're just more worldly. Maybe you've traveled, you've seen things. There's a lot of things you guys do better, right? But what I have and what some other people have, if you got a hustler spirit and you're not willing and if you're not scared to bet on yourself to try something different, right? If you're not afraid to fail, that's where true things lives can be changed. You could change the trajectory of the people around you and yourself. You go out there and you try something, right? And that will be different for everybody. Rover, okay. Have their own gigs now. Thanks for being honest, though, brother. Appreciate you. Oh, it's always good. Yeah, it's a new thing. Check them out. I mean, you got to do your own research. I would hate to give you advice or an opinion without having used it. I really can't. I can't do that. I'll give an opinion on Top Dasher because I've seen good and bad, right? But I can't give an opinion about an app necessarily. Is Necro in the house? If he is, what's up, man? Alex, I think he's out in Chi-Town. Bet on Necro. Where's my wrench? Necro getting bad. What up, man? And Bobby's wrench. Stop procrastinating. I can't give you a wrench right now. Let's see. Make decent amount. Okay. Yeah, Necro in the house. Necro, where are you from? Are you Italian? Is that where's your family originally from? Appreciate you guys watching. Doordash decline. It's a thing. The current state of Doordash is not positive right now. If you ask most consumers, drivers, if you look at the stock prices, they let go of 1,250 people. I know that was for varying reasons that I might not even understand or you, but it's not good. And I'll say this, I want to speak to that in a minute. 1,250 people, regardless of what kind of job they made, even if they were a top level executive, whatever, letting go of people right before Christmas and the holidays, that's a shitty thing to do. It is, and you can't tell me any different. That's my opinion. When 1,250 people lose their job right before the holiday, that sucks. I'm originally from Romania. Got it. Okay. Pedro, I work with a company called Appen. I do computer work, $15 to 20 hours a week out of my home and make $1,000 a month. Love it. There's so many possibilities, guys. There's so many possibilities. And it doesn't have to be something you love. It could be something you're good at. Think about that for a second. Appreciate you, Jacob. Stocks are down badly everywhere. Recession is coming hard and fast. I've been hearing that recession word. I'm still waiting for it. I'm not smart enough to know the trends of that. But we've been talking about a recession for a year. Are we in it yet? Some would say yes. Some would say no. I've been waiting. I have no idea. Appen. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Ooh, look at this surge in my market. Look at this. You see this? This bad boy is bright red. Look at that. Ooh, that means extra money. But it's not on right now. We've been in a recession. Okay, the GDP has recession in the last 2 quarters. I'm looking for something artistic to do myself, but these art apps pay so cheap. Yeah, art can be tough. I don't, we had a gentleman, Glenn Shipley, was on the live on Sunday, and he shared his successful story of getting into art, and he's in a big art show coming up, I think, in a couple of weeks. So, what up, Flex? How you doing, bro? I think we are in it, but they won't say it. I think economy-wise, it will be worse next year. I think some things will be. I can see that. Like I said to Pedro, I need to start my photography business back up. Listen, man, it's not easy doing things, but if you're doing the same thing and you're not all the way fulfilled, or you're making the same money, you're going to make the same money, and next year it's going to be even harder. And the year after that, it's going to be even harder. Right now is the moment. There's opportunities doing a lot of different things. You have to find out what that is for you, and you got to go after it. I can make good money with just Doordash, right? But it's not scalable and it's not sustainable. On a TGIF order, nice. 1,200 workers making emojis. What else, Space Invader? People not doing 9-to-5 jobs as much is starting to show. Jimmy, good point. We might be headed for a depression and food shortages worldwide, not just us. Yeah, MVR. I hear the food. I think I've seen it, but then I go to Costco and we have, such an abundance of food in certain areas. So I don't know how to feel about that. Appreciate you for listening, Flex. Has anybody done Insta work on this live? Just curious because I'm thinking about doing it, but I wanted some insight. Ooh, Insta work. I've heard a little bit about that, but if somebody could offer some perspective, yeah, let's talk. Does anybody work with Rover or WAG? Is it Extorio? Rover, go check out my boy Hannibal is Hungry. Go to YouTube, type in Hannibal is Hungry. That's the Rover guy you want to talk to, okay? So go check out Hannibal is Hungry. Type in Hannibal is Hungry, or somebody put a link in for Exo Torico. I don't even know. Exo Tori Exo. XO Tori XO. Hannibal is Hungry. That's your Rover guy. Stocks are falling, but I'm hanging in there. Yeah, stocks are. But that happens, right? This isn't anything new, but some would say maybe it's worse. I don't know. Got yelled at by another ship shopper the other day for being in her territory. That's crazy. Hannibal, the cuddle guy. Hannibal ain't made no money on the cuddle apps yet, so you can't call him that. You cannot give Hannibal is Hungry that designation. He's made $0 on the app from what I'm aware. But he knows his Rover, so go check out that channel. That's the channel. He just posted a video in the last few weeks, so tap on the videos tabs, check out his Rover stuff, hit him in the comment section. I'm sure can respond and give you some insight possibly. He also has an email list where he writes. Sign up for that. He has all that information on his page. It's one way of saving wear and tear on the mileage. Yeah, depreciation on a vehicle is a real thing. We got a cushy here in the States. Lazarus, you ain't lying, man. We got a lot of first world problems here. I'll be the first to admit I complain about irrelevant things way too much. So, great comment. DoorDash irritates me with sending you out of the zone. They won't give you. Yeah, I know. It's bad. Drag your butt back. Uber Eats gets turned on. Yeah, but Uber Eats in my market will send me to Timbuktu. It'll send me 40 miles to Illinois in a place where I ain't getting nothing coming back this direction. Like, the variable app is good. Okay. Ooh, yeah, Dollar General stock. I have stocks, but I'm not going to really talk about that here because I'm not an expert in that, field, but I have a little bit. Is it a good idea to have kids during these uncertain times? Interesting question, John. That's going to be personal to everybody. I think, I'll say this, raising kids overall can be very expensive, but it doesn't always have to be. It depends on your lifestyle. So I think if you're with somebody you love and if having kids is important to you, you should have kids at any time that you want to have kids, regardless of what else is happening. Yes, I do believe that. That's the best way I can answer that. A recession or whatever else shouldn't be the determining factor to have a child. But you need to make sure you're financially sound. The ATL market is stacking 3 orders. Yeah. Hoodie, I've seen that as well in St. Louis. Not often, but Ever turn on the apps on Xmas Eve? Ooh, Edward, I have not, no. I'm sure, I know Bud Soda's probably worked both of those days. Edward, talk to him. I will not be working Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. No way. Like we're talking about here, figure out ways to, I'll make money on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And I make money every day I don't work. I'm making money right now because of other things that are around me that I've set myself up. Scale your money possibilities. That is a game changer. Okay? Figure out what that means to you and try some things out. You will have some failures, but you could also have some successes. Don't be afraid to lose, guys. Don't be afraid to fail. There's a lot of people that have ideas, but they don't have action. Be an action individual. Okay? Because you can make good money with the gig apps, but it's not scalable and it's not sustainable. What time is it? We've been alive for. I appreciate you guys. 185. Appreciate you for this impromptu. I do have a video out tonight that's coming out as well, so check that out. Christmas Eve, heck no. I think Christmas Eve would probably be slower, but you might get some good tips, I would guess. But I don't. Yeah, I'm not doing that. But it depends. Maybe if you don't have family where you're at, you don't have kids, you're single, man or woman, you want to work and make some money, it could be good, I guess, right? I make great money on Thanksgiving Eve and Black Friday doing food delivery. Yeah, that's what's up. Uber Eats just started stacking 3 here. Yeah, Guido, me too. Breaking news, recession has been postponed for another year in the future. So live today and live today and don't worry about what you can't control. Ooh, I like that. I think a lot of us, I'm planning for the future and I have goals and things, but there is something to be said for living in the moment because nothing's promised. You do have to keep positive people around you, have good times, eat well, do things you love. There's something to be said for that. But, we all got to work too, right? Pedro is a top dasher. My life is a lie. I'm unsubscribed. What up? And you said that he would never collaborate with you. See, you spoke too soon, brother. Who are you talking about? I don't know who you're talking about. Pedro, how can I speak with you off YouTube? Diana, if you could let me know, I would email. I get a lot of emails. I try to respond, guys. That's the best way. What up, Trader? How you doing, man? The wrath has turned cold where I live. I think a lot of dashers have stopped because of how cold it is. Yeah, Jason, some have, but like I said in the beginning, a lot of more people are dashing because of the holiday season. People don't have disposable income, and we got to pay for gifts and things and whatever, and maybe you need money to drive out of state to see your family. Most people are living day to day, right? Especially doing these apps. So you're going to have more people coming to these apps to make money because they need it right now. So it's a weird balance, man. It's a weird balance. What up, Mello? Thoughts on customer package pickup from customer and delivered to FedEx? Ooh, interesting, Christopher. I've done a few of those. I've done some with Doordash. But I haven't delivered to FedEx. I picked up Uber packages from FedEx to a customer. If the money's right, I will deliver it. But you do have to be safe and be careful. But if the money's right, I'll deliver it. Yeah. And obviously it's a thing right now because of the holiday season. Where's Kim? I know she made $1 million this year. Who made $1 million? What do you think of the PAR app? Somebody asked me that earlier. I can't speak on that. Go to the Rideshare Rodeos channel. Steve, the Rideshare Rodeo, he talks a lot about Para, and they have roundtables and things like that. I'll actually be on one in a couple of weeks. That's the channel you're going to get that information from. I would be lying if I tried to share information because I'm not knowledgeable about it. There you go. Thank you, John. I heard Amazon Flex pays well, but it's easy to get kicked. Yeah, I've heard good things about Amazon Flex. I've never done it myself, though. Justin, I haven't dashed in almost 2 weeks. Oh, it's been 2 weeks, over 2 weeks. I'm not dashing in December. I'm going to turn my Dash app back on in January, and I'll get the ride-alongs going. I'm doing more Instacart right now and Uber, working on some other things, taking a little mental break from Doordash and focusing energy doing other things that make me different types of money and more money. But I will give some more Doordash content and see what the state of Doordash is like in January. But I committed myself 6 weeks, no Doordash, and I haven't. But I still will talk about certain things. I do have a Doordash knowledge, but it's easy to have that knowledge without doing it because Things change, but they're still the same, right? I don't want to be the best DoorDash driver on YouTube. I do not. Leave that for somebody else. It's not my end game. I take a break from the apps if I wasn't on the LOP program. Yeah. I think it's the easy way to fix the ignorance part of customers would be a 30-second video about pay that you got to watch to continue. Jimmy Hayes. Yeah, I've done a few of those, but I think it's tough because most consumers don't go to social media platforms to think about DoorDash and the food they're ordering. So it's very hard to make an impact in that way. I do have a video coming out tonight talking about another DoorDash driver's impact on what he's doing. Stealing food, eating food, talking to customers, talking to DoorDash about why he's doing that. Check out that video. It'll be out tonight, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. What up, Mike? What up, bro? Love what you do. Watch all the time. Keep up the good work. Appreciate that, Mike. I really, really appreciate that. Humbled to hear it. John, I appreciate you stopping in, man. Thank you. And shout out to Solo. I got 2 more bags to give out, courtesy of Solo. We have a very unique, exclusive giveaway. I got $25 gas cards in there. I've given away 1 already. 2 boxes with the $50 swag. $50 gas cards and the Solo swag got mailed out. So people are going to be getting those. Madeline, what up, what up? Appreciate you guys for stopping in. How many thumbs up? We got 127 thumbs up. Appreciate y'all. All the love and support. They need to teach the customers about our pay. Yeah, I will say this, though, Mello. They do prompt the consumer about the tipping and that when a miserable, let me say that one more time for the people in the back and the people across straight lines. When the miserable customers go in on DoorDash, they have to select other and take the tip out. And it says this goes to your driver, your dasher, blah, and they show a little picture of somebody. That's telling them that you see what I'm saying? So DoorDash does what they can do. Ultimately, it falls on the consumer. And some people that don't tip, they won't tip and they never will. So it's going to be hard to change that mindset. Hoodie, what up? St. Louis underrated in the hot chick. That's kind of funny. What do you think if DoorDash put a 20% mandatory tip on each order? Jason, they would never do that. DoorDash would cease to exist if that happened, because consumers would stop ordering and they'd lose revenue if they did that. It'd make us happy, but they'd lose revenue for themselves if that happened. Nice, Mello. I do think taking a break from DoorDash would be a good thing, but I need the income for now. I hear you, Jason. KB, what up, bro? Hey, KB, appreciate you for checking the podcast out on Monday or Wednesday. Appreciate you, man. We had a good time in there talking about that. The Easy Barber. Thank you for giving us free game knowledge. You helped me out so much in the DoorDash journey. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I've helped tens of thousands of Dashers. I do feel very prideful of that. I feel proud. I feel honored that I'm one of many good content creators that can give you entertainment, relatability, value, tips and tricks, various things, right? Give you my perspective. But that's just, we've only scratched the surface on this channel. I'll be doing, in my opinion, more impactful things even in 2023 and beyond. But I'm very humbled to have you say that. Thank you very much. Yeah, Jason. Hey. So I get some good orders in the low income housing. Rolling Red, what up? What up? How you doing? Just got LOP a week ago and just received a $100 tip. Nice, Robert. $100 bangers. I've gotten one $100 tip in my life, but it was cash. No, I've gotten 2. One on rideshare, one on a DoorDash delivery. I've never had an order in the app pay as much as a $100 tip. I've noticed when you go to a sketchy area, the base pay is higher. Yeah, sometimes. I think the base pay is higher, Jimmy, because it's been denied so many times. That could be part of it. I'm not sure if DoorDash has something in the algorithm that knows the crime rate and gives you that. I'm not sure. I doubt, because there's some areas that I see some $2 orders and the crime rate in St. Louis is really bad. So interesting to think about, though. Boston in the house. Put in the chat where y'all dashing at. Where y'all working at? We got Boston in the house. Let's see right now, because I don't know how long I'm going to stay on. Let's see. We're talking about the current state of DoorDash. We've talked about that. If you're just hopping in, watch the replay. Watch the first 20 minutes. I went over my thoughts. But put in the comments where y'all from. Let's see how far the Pedro DoorDash Santiago reach is. I will say this. While you're thinking about putting where you're dashing at, I was in Kentucky on the way back from Virginia, and I ran into a guy at McDonald's parking lot. He ran to my car. I was like, Pedro, what up? I watch your videos. So we're Midwest. The reach of Pedro Doordash Santiago is strong in the Midwest. Okay, we got Texas. I got North Carolina, Chicago, Texas, Philly, Denver, Cleveland, St. Charles, Missouri. Shout out St. Chuck, Sacramento, Kansas, Denver. I got Reno in the house, New Hampshire, Indianapolis, Indiana. I got family out there. Loveland, Colorado. Welty, what up? I got NC in the house. I got Texas, Tennessee, Elgin, Illinois. I've been there. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Been there. We got Fort Lauderdale, Boston, Philly, Nashville. Been there. New Orleans, Michigan, Florida, AZ, Virginia. Just came back. Florida. Been there 1,000 times. Sioux Falls. We got ATL. I love Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta. Underrated city. Cleveland. Been there. Jimmy, STL, Illinois, Birder. We got Philly. Never been to Philly, not yet. Cali. I'm going to make it to Cali at some point. Tennessee. I love Tennessee. We got Cali, Memphis, Virginia Beach. Love it. Mainly university area. What about you? Well, I'm in, if you're talking to me, you said you're in St. Louis? Is that the person that said St. Louis? I'm in South City. Allen, Texas. Okay, so I see some Virginia. I see a couple of Texases, a couple Tennessees, a couple Calis. I got Mississippi. Nice. Driven through Mississippi, never stopped through. I think I drove through Mississippi to get to Texas years ago, I believe. So cool. We got a lot of people in here. King of Prussia? I don't know what that means. Atlanta. Oh, wait, Willie. Atlanta gets crapped on. I like Atlanta. I don't love the traffic, but I like Atlanta. I like the vibes out there. San Diego in the house. Georgia. Cali, north of Seattle. Okay, Seattle. Got family in Seattle. Justin, Harrisburg, a hot spot. Los Angeles. Pennsylvania. Been to Pennsylvania. Last year, we drove through Pennsylvania. I did one dash in Pennsylvania almost exactly a year ago. Last year. Miami representing. Never been to Miami. Been to Florida. Never been that south of Miami. Love it. Got some. We're not global, but you know, I know some people watching Canada though, and I know some people watching Australia, based on the analytics. Nashville, Tennessee. Love Nashville. I know a lot of people have been going there over the last 5-6 years. It's become a popular destination, but I was vibing with Nashville way before it got popular. Fort Wayne, Indiana. Okay. Have you been to Cali? No. What up, sir? Is that Sergio? What up? I think that's Sergio. Hit me a thumbs up. Haven't been to Cali. I'm going to make it at some point. If that's Sergio, I'll just plug another really fun show. Show Me the Money Club on the Rideshare Guys channel. I think they go live on Tuesdays, right, Serge? Austin, Texas, Kentucky. Yeah, I was just in Kentucky. I just said I was in a McDonald's parking lot filming a video, and the dude ran up to me. What up, Pedro? In Kentucky. That was very random. Would you do Amazon Flex? I'm not against it, but I don't think that's something that's in my future. How do I get your email address? Oscar. So the best way is to go to my channel page and click the About section. My email is there. Santa Barbara, Cali. Yep, Weddington if you're close. Okay, Bay Area. What part of VA? We were offside of Norfolk, Newport News. I was near Liberty University. Okay. Yeah, that's where we was at. Have you ever seen the ocean? Yeah, Leo, I've seen the ocean. I've seen the ocean from, hold on. Yes, I have. I've gone to Mexico many times. But is that the Gulf? I don't know. Maybe I haven't. I got to think about that. No, I've seen the ocean. The Atlantic. I've been to New York. I went on a ferry to Jersey doing the Statue of Liberty. What up, Just Me? All right. I'm going to come to Nashville and check out Dave Ramsey's campus. Cool. Vegas, baby. Vegas in the house. Boston. Used to live in Mexico. Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, I got a triple stack today that paid me 30 for 6.5 is all day. Even if it's 3, that's good. Because that's probably, hopefully it took you, even if it took you an hour, $30 is not bad. But maybe that takes you 30 minutes, 45 minutes. That's an awesome order. Rico Dash, what up? Are triple stacks a thing now? Yes, they are. On Doordash and prevalent on Uber Eats currently. I'm certified to lead Dave Ramsey courses. Interesting. I actually was gifted a Dave Ramsey financial guide plan book a couple years back. I still have it. It's sketchy in Tijuana. Oh, well, yeah, I've never been to Tijuana. I've been to Cozumel. I've been to Cancun, River de Maya, those touristy areas. Me and my ex-wife would go on all-inclusive trips to Mexico for like a week at a time. It cost us like $1,500. We'd plan it a year out in advance, and we'd have the time of our lives there. But we're divorced now, so I don't know what that means. But me and Madison are getting ready to go on a cruise in January. That's going to be fun. Never been on a cruise before, so I'll let y'all know how that goes. So listen, you guys have been great. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. Let's get to 150 thumbs up. We're at 133. We only need 17 more. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. The current state of DoorDash right now is not positive. That's why we need to talk about making, and we're talking about passive income, scalable ways to make money. DoorDash is not scalable, but it is a good side hustle as long as you got a goal. For most of us, we can't just do DoorDash and have that be 100% of our income. It's not sustainable. Continue to expand your mind, your reach, continue to bet on yourself, continue to figure out other ways to make money. You'll be amazed at the possibilities and things that you could do if you just seek out some information, talk to other people that are maybe in a better spot than you financially. How do they do it? What do they do? There's a lot of ways to make money out here right now. I know the economy can be bad for certain things, but the dollar is strong in certain industries, right? Figure out what that means to you, okay? It's the easiest way. You got to have money flowing into your bank account multiple different ways. Don't just do the DoorDash and cash out every day or get paid every Tuesday or Wednesday from Uber or whatever. Figure out how to get paid multiple different ways so that if one stream of income halts or stops, you still have another coming in from other angles, okay? And then you can adapt from there, right? DoorDash will not be the thing for most of us long term. It won't. I believe that. I really do. You guys are amazing. Consider hitting thumbs up if you got value. Drop a comment down below. I do have a very interesting video coming out tonight, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. You guys have a great day. Stay blessed. If you do anything for me today, when you get home, or if you're home now, hug somebody that you love that you think might need a hug. A hug can change the entire trajectory of your day. Hug somebody that you love for like 10 seconds. That's my challenge to y'all today. That's beyond DoorDash. Hug somebody that you love, a friend, a family member, whatever, your kids, for 10 seconds when you get home or if you're home right now. I love you guys. I'll see you later.